Hi, this is Kristi Borst of Healing Resonance. I've created this process of connection and expansion and love in celebration of International Mother Earth Day, but it can be done any day repeatedly throughout the year. It's wonderful to bring our consciousness into connection with not only one another, but also our planet. In 2009, the United Nations created International Mother Earth Day. I love this name because it's so much more expansive than our U.S. nomenclature of Earth Day. In their document, they said, "The Earth and its ecosystems are our home. It is necessary to promote harmony with nature and the Earth. The term Mother Earth is used because it reflects the interdependence that exists among human beings, other living species, and the planet we all inhabit." I know many of us are just getting used to seeing ourselves beyond human, seeing ourselves as spiritual beings having a human experience. But have we considered the same construct for our planet and her many life forms? Several years ago, my relationship with the planet deepened after stumbling upon the multidimensional writings of Dr. Suzanne Lee. In many of her blogs, Dr. Sue describes our planet as Gaia, a spiritual being having a planetary experience. Wow! I don't think I had ever really thought about I had thought about the Earth having a spirit and a beingness, but not that her body was a planet. Many cultures around the globe and our ancestors, our fathers, forefathers, have celebrated the Earth and her wonderful sustenance of us. We're waking up to the realization that we don't truly own this land. We're stewards of the land. And the land doesn't own us, it's steward of us. So as we can get into this more communion relationship, it's win-win. So I'd like you to just feel yourself on whatever surface you're on, whether it's a chair or a bed, if you can be sitting outside or imagining yourself in one of your favorite places, more the better. Just feel your presence for a moment. And now I'd like you to imagine that in the center of your heart you have either a plant or a cord or Cupid's arrow that you can just send down into the earth and connect in with the heart of the earth, with Gaia's heart. Just send her love. And then breathe in and feel that love come back to you. And let that process go back and forth for a moment. And just realize how unconditionally you've been loved throughout your life by Gaia. One of the greatest illusions I believe we have as humans is that we feel alone. We identify with our physical container, but we're so much more than this humanness, than this one lifetime. We are connected through all space and time, through the breath that breathes us, through our life force, from Source, the universe, Spirit, God. So as I say this, I'm seeing a kind of net going around the earth, through the earth, through all beings, not just humans, the animals, the trees, the plants. Feel your connectedness. You're not alone because we're all one, and the love of our source, the love from which we came, is what connects us. Now, many of us felt this connectedness, felt this supporting love as children, and we may have even been able to use our 5D senses to imagine going other places, having adventures, using rocks and trees as the vehicles for our travel. And I invite you to remember, to reintegrate that knowingness. It's real. You've shut it down for too long. It's time to remember. In the write-up, you will find a link to a step-by-step process for connecting with Gaia, our Mother Earth, and releasing trauma or negativity you may have unconsciously left behind. We're going to do that briefly here. So I want you to just imagine in your mind's eye one of the places that you've lived in your lifetime, and imagine that you're able to use your hands in a kind of gentle sweeping motion to just clear any trauma, any negative emotion, anything you've left behind there on Gaia's body. And now expand that out further to include other places you've lived. Again, you can do this more thoroughly outside of this process. And now imagine with this last sweeping that we can lift some of that density from our bloodline, from our ancestors, and let it release from your body. And just lift your hands upward and let it go to the light of transformation and love. As humans, we have claimed dominion over our planet, but there are many plants, insects, animals, molecular creatures that are so important to this world. So for a moment, I'd like you to just open your heart and send love out to all of these other creatures who breathe life in their own way and support our lives either directly or indirectly. You probably know from your own life when people see you, when people acknowledge you, when people love you, it can lift you. So just intend that you're going to see and acknowledge these beings. When you eat your meals, be in gratitude for the food, be in gratitude for the protein and the vitamins that are coming to you from these other life forms. Now we're just going to expand ourselves a little bit more. We're going to kind of see ourselves beyond the planet. Let's just do a visualization of our universe with all the other planets and the sun. And let's see the perfect balance and harmony of these bodies in motion, traveling through space and time. Again, feel that connection, feel that love, and know that you are part of this. Now that you have this expansive sense of self and connectedness, I invite you to keep that within your consciousness. We're going to bring our awareness back to our planet and now back to our beingness, to our human form. Please repeat this process as you feel drawn. You may even wish to do this in the morning when you wake up, or at night before you go to sleep, or to just be in communion with all life before you have a meal to sustain your body. Thank you for being part of this love for Gaia, our Mother Earth. It's not really about doing more or achieving more or gaining more. It's about being, finding more times when you can just be in this space of peace and connection, and making decisions for our highest good, the good of the most life forms, including our planet, including other humans, including animals, including plants. And in this way, your good is always included in that highest good. I'd like to close with this heart-opening, expansive quote by Rumi. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. I invite you to visit my website, balancingyourenergy.com, for information on one-to-one healing and expansion sessions, for my pre-recorded chakra healing series, for my uplifting blogs, and connection to unconditional love. Until we meet again, peace be with you. This is Kristi Borst of Healing Resonance.